Do you own a plumbing and electrical business? Are you a contractor? Well, then we need to talk about this amazing 2024 NPR. Nicely upfitted. This has a 16-foot box on it, but more importantly, if we go towards the back, this thing was designed for work. Hi, this is Joe from Scarff Isuzu, and we're going to talk about this 2024 NPR HD with a 16-foot box and lots of extra goodies. Let's dive in. We can see we don't have a conventional bumper right here. We have stair steps, which is perfect for easy access into your mobile workshop. Let's take a look. And this thing only has a little over 100 miles on it, by the way. This is practically brand new. We actually acquired this from Ally Financial. Unfortunately, a business purchased this vehicle and they either went out of business or they made too many of these things. Sometimes big companies will make a mistake and order too many vehicles. So they go in the auction block and then we have an opportunity to buy it for our inventory. And of course, this thing's a fantastic value. You know, technically it's used, but with only 100 miles on it, it's almost as new as some of the brand new ones we have in here. And this price point's comparable to what you'd pay for a brand new cab and chassis only. And think about how much it costs to send this thing to the upfitter, to add the box on it, all the stuff I'm gonna go over right now. So these have adjustable racks, all these storage bins. This thing is very versatile. We have more storage bins over here. Obviously you can easily get more and add on to it. We have these motion activated LED lights. Plenty of visibility in here. It is nice and bright. Then we have this custom inverter added in here. So you have power outlets there. Power outlets there as well. But on top of that, they added this box here, and when you open it, the inverter has its own dedicated battery, and this is a heavy duty one, Napa commercial grade. That's not cheap at all. I can tell you, as a new NPR retailer, we've been hit by the catalytic converter thieves. These catalytic converters are very expensive and are worth a lot of money, and they are extremely expensive to replace. But another thing that was added to this is a cat clamp. So if you take a look under here, they've made it virtually impossible to steal the catalytic converter. Obviously, it's right out there in the open, and a catalytic converter thief would be absolutely salivating over this thing. But they're not going to be able to take this one. So let's talk more about the chassis. The NPR HD is a Class 4 truck. It has a gross vehicle weight rating of 14,500 pounds. The NPRs are available in either a diesel or a gas engine. This has a 6.6 liter gas V8. It's a fantastic engine. It's actually a Chevy engine. It makes 350 horsepower and 425 pound-feet of torque. It's going to be comparatively less expensive than a diesel. The gas engines are very durable. They have a long service life, very fuel efficient. It's matched to a 6-speed hydromatic transmission with 2 overdrive gears. The whole cab tilts right up very easily, and you have easy access to servicing this gas engine. We have we service new Isuzus here, obviously, so we'd love to earn your service business if you have to acquire this one. So a fantastic engine, not too far off from what you find. Obviously, it's tuned for Corvette duty, but a similar power plant has resided in Corvettes. We can find this in Chevy HT pickup trucks. Very reliable engine and very fuel efficient for V8. It has a cast iron block specifically designed for truck use, and specially designed aluminum heads to maximize efficiency. Isuzu has actually been making gas versions of the NPR for about 30 years, a little over 30 years, starting in 1994, and they've been improving them ever since. And then let's talk about the low cab forward design of the Isuzu NPR. Isuzu has been making these low cab forward designs for over 60 years. They're very compact, so generally with a cab over design like this, where you're sitting on top of the engine, you don't have a big hump in the front with an engine in it, so you have excellent visibility. You have about 12 feet more visibility than a conventional truck chassis with the engine in the front. And you have an amazing turning radius. Well, I'll drive this around the parking lot a little bit and you'll be amazed how this thing can turn on a dime. And a lot of other conventional cab and chassis, you're gonna have to make 3-point turns. Not the case with this one, and it's just going to be shorter. So for a similar cabin chassis with a conventional design, the engine in the front, to have this 16-foot box on it, it's going to be about 4 feet longer, 4 to 5 feet longer than this truck. So that just means more length, more turning, harder to maneuver and park in tight and city environments. I also like the aesthetics too. Obviously this wasn't designed to win any beauty contests, but I think it's a cool looking truck, and I love driving these things. I was a little kid growing up wanting to be a truck driver, probably like a lot of little kids, but that never happened. I ended up in the car business. But this thing pulls at my truck heartstrings. I don't have a CDL, I can't drive a big rig, but this thing is just so nice to drive. The visibility is amazing. Think about having a big 5-foot hood in front of you. Driving around in traffic and maneuvering around, the visibility is amazing. The air blows nice and cold in here. It's only got 105 miles on it. This is also fitted with this excellent parking camera, which is going to come in handy. You have these overhead storage bins. You have this extra seat that also folds down into a little tray. You have some storage back there, the fire extinguisher. Very comfortable cab. The seats don't look fancy, but they're nice and comfortable and supportive and designed for all-day comfort. These mirrors provide excellent visibility as well. So I'm not going to drive on the road while filming, but we're just going to drive around the parking lot a little bit. The turning radius in this thing is absolutely amazing. Look at this thing turn on a dime. And it is just so easy to maneuver in tight spaces with this thing. The visibility is awesome. And like I said, it's nice to drive. You know, with the weight of the box in the back, and I'm sure once it's filled up with weight, this actually rides pretty nice. You know, this is not designed to be a luxury car. It's a heavy-duty truck, but it's fantastic. This engine has plenty of power, plenty of get up and go. You got excellent visibility of the mirrors. Turning in tight situations like this is so much easier. And the visibility is excellent. Think about having a cabin chassis like this F-Series right there with that big nose in the front. There could be a 4-year-old standing right in front of you and you're not even going to be able to see them. Not the case with this. You have excellent visibility. You're going to see everybody and everything. This would be a tough turn to do in a full-size F350, but this does it no problem. The turning radius is actually unbelievable in this thing. So if you have to spend all day driving a truck, why not drive something that's nice, quiet, and comfortable? Great visibility. The Isuzu NPR has been the best-selling low-cab four-design truck of its type since 1986 for very good reason. Well, thank you for joining me at this little walk around of this NPR. Appreciate it. We are Scarff, Isuzu, and Ford. We've been in business for over 100 years, proudly serving the greater Seattle-Tacoma area. We also service heavy-duty Ford and, of course, Isuzu products, as well as Cummins diesel engines. We have lots of new Isuzu products as well, ready to be upfitted, and some that we've already custom upfitted ourselves. And luckily we've acquired this nice little low mileage example to add to our used inventory. Thanks so much for watching. Hope to see you soon and have a great day.